I am on a walk. Is that I'm up at 5. So because I'm up at 5, I've been up now for 5 hours. And when I woke up, I did 20 minutes of stretching, the usual stuff, prayer and meditation. And then I did my live. I did the morning blessings. I had a collagen coffee. And now I have decided I'm going for a walk, which I always do. I go for a walk. So I'm going down. I'm going to go this way and going down to the lake. And I do that every morning. And I go up and down the hill twice in March, because you're just getting accustomed to doing the hill, and it's quite steep, but it is a lot of fun to do that. So the area where I live is kind of wooded. We have all sorts of wild animals and lots of people walking. So I'm on my way down to the lake from my house, and when I get to the lake, you'll see what it looks like down there. Hi Amber, you should come and join me. I'm going down to the lake. You live just around the corner, so you can meet me you can jog all the way to the corner of Galloway and meet me. So just for the fun of it, I'm going down to the lake, and let's see who joins me. Hi Donato, I am going down to the lake. I started going down to the lake, and then my neighbor joined in and said, oh, where are you going? Can I come with you? But then she can't walk very far. So I stayed and spoke with her for a bit, and now I'm heading down, and I'll do Truckers Hill twice. And Amber lives in my area, but Amber must be home with the kids, so she won't be able to come. But it's kind of nice, it's cool, and I'm not doing much myself, except taking the trip down the lake, swinging my arms so I can pump the blood to my heart, and keeping. These are the schools in the area. See people walking, going to the lake, and the lake is just behind this building, but where I'm going is a little further off. So I go west, and then I go southeast a little bit to the lake, and I'll take you there. I'll show you where I usually sit and contemplate, where I sit and have sometimes cheese and wine when my girlfriend and I go for a picnic. We take our sandwiches with us and have some fun. So I'm going down to the lake from my house. I'm taking the long route. I could have gone down the hill in a path, but I would probably do that if I had my family with me or somebody else, because it's a little rocky and it's quite steep. So this is the longer way, but that also takes you to the hill for the exercise to begin for spring. So I am up since 5. I did my exercise. I did my meditation and prayer. I did my 8 o'clock morning blessings. I had a collagen coffee, and I perhaps won't eat anything until about 11:30, 12. So I'll do my exercise, and I'll be back again this afternoon. And there should be more people on the walk, a lot more. There are lots of schools in my area. We just passed the junior high, and all of this is wild land. All of what you're seeing, where we walk through in the summer, and it's quite nice. Sometimes there are wild berries in there, so we pick that. And there's several different paths. So this one coming up takes you to the top of the bluffs. You know, you see it tells you it's a recreational trail. So it takes you to the top of the bluffs, and a little further on is the main gate, but it opens in May. So the cars can drive to a parking lot, and then you walk. And So this is it. So I'm on my morning walk like a wild and crazy woman and pumping up. So these are the gates to go down to the lake. So I'm going through the side thing. There's a lady coming up. She's putting on her mask, but I won't put mine on. I'll just stay away from her. There's a lot of space, and so there's like 6 feet or more between. And then you go, there are people coming up. So you see this lady coming down there. See, she has her sweater tied, so she must have been jogging down by the lake. So if we go, hi Rosha, how are you? Hi Christina, I saw your note, but I was walking, so I'll give you a call when I go home. I should be down here for maybe 20 minutes. I'll do that. So this is how it looks. That's the parking lot, which opens up in the summer, and people drive through the gates. So we get to walk because it's so close, and it's a good warm-up if we take the longer route. And when we take that longer route, hi Taron, I am on a walk. I'm on my 10 o'clock walk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going down, as you can see. So this is the path as we're going through it. And at the top, so it's almost like I'm in a valley. At the top is the Gilding, and this is very pretty when the trees are all in full bloom. So I'm going down. So there, and then I do the hill 5 times in succession. There's a man, I think he's trying to do that too. So when I first come down, I go up here. So I'm going this way to the top. And from there, so it's all, see, it's already an incline. But if you do it every day, 3 or 4 times a day, it helps. So I go to the top, to the gate, because it's better for your legs. And then, so here I am. So that is ready to do all the works. These are all the things from the ton buildings in Toronto, old buildings, the artifacts. And they use them to decorate the Gilding. So the whole idea is to come up to the flat part of the hill at a ferocious pace, which I'm not doing today. And because this is the second walk for this season. And usually you lose about 5 to 6 pounds, and you can feel the muscle toning, because that people are just now discovering this. And this is where I turn around. I'm going back down. So normally when I go down with backwards, and I come back up backwards. I'm using the back muscles, the glutes and the hamstrings. I'm stretching those by walking backwards. So then I don't walk flat-footed. I go from heel to toe. So I roll my feet so that they too get some workout. And that is something you learn to do when you live on a plantation in a mountain. You have to put your heel down before you put your toes down, because otherwise you will end up tripping. So you see, you can feel this is the incline. So if I go backwards from here, so I'm going backwards. So you're just seeing, this is where the man stopped and he went back down. So it's really good for you walking backwards. It gives you balance. So this is where I came in when I came, and now I'm going down. So I'll go all the way down backwards, and then most likely I'll come back up backwards. So today I'll do it twice, but I'll take you to the lake to see the beautiful lake and how fabulous it is before I stop showing you what I do. So let's look at, this is the Gilding up there. It used to be so pretty, and we had tracks and big wooden steps for us to walk on, but over time they fell apart. So there's a trail to go to the Gilding from here. And so So I started first walking here when I was 20, and my children all did it. So we use our bikes. See the men going up? See how they have to walk? So it's steep. And we use our bikes and come down here. And of course, what do you use for brakes? Your shoes. So this scuff, your running shoes will be scuffed at no time. So you'll see people going up, and it's really hard, but it's a really good way to exercise. So since I'm going backwards, I can feel it starting to work at the back of my calves first, because I'm rolling my feet, and it's a purposeful act. But after a while, you get accustomed to walking that way, and it's easier for you, because then you get the exercise at the back of the thigh. So that's the guy that was going up. He's going back up again. So he's trying to lose weight. And you do, you can just see your body shrinking. And we've always done it. And we'll do that until late fall, after the first snowfall, because this is not a regular road. They don't plow it. So we cannot, it's called Trucker's Hill. And it's really just for the dump truck to come down to take the debris, concrete and stones from the buildings that they're tearing down in the city and take it there. A lot of lovers come here. They spend time by the lake, and it's because of the way they set the stones, you can sit and you can enjoy it. It's really, really interesting to see. You can have a whole picnic there, and you can swim. The water is clean enough that we're able to swim, so we swim a bit. So I'm coming to the end of the hill, and I'm walking backwards. So, and then some of it is broken. So with the years of coming, they fix it. But see how here is all torn. But what happens here is the water running down, and it erodes it. So this is the end of the hill. So I would go back up right away and do it a few times. This takes you to the eastern part, and then I turn around, and this is west. So I'm going to take you to the lake so you can actually see what it's like. As you can see, the road here is not paved. It's only dump trucks that come down here. And you can only drive as far as the parking lot, and then you're down here. And this is the lake. It has a mist on it today. It hasn't clouded off at all. Can you see? It's like this. So let's look at the adventure. Good morning. And you get a lot of nice good mornings when you're walking at this time. So this is where I am. And I can do this. You can see the stones, right? And there's a family down there. And this is the lake. So when I go down, I'll show you better. And sometimes you'll see a pair of swans, lots of ducks, Canada geese galore. Sometimes late in the evening, there might be hyenas. You see the fox, you see the deer. Because as you can see, it's all wooded. It's really beautiful. But when everything is blooming, so this almost takes you from Galloway, if you know Scarborough, all the way to Brimley. So it's like 14 kilometers you can walk. And of course, you have to come back the same way. So when we go down, we go a lot further. And there's another incline we use, and we go up through on the bluffs, and we come onto a park called Sylvan Park, and we just drop and lie on the grass there. So that's a hangout for the kids when they were going to school. But people don't do that now. They stay home and play TV, play their games, their video games. So they don't come down to the bluffs and enjoy it. Hello. So this is our lake here. So I'm going to go down to the lake to show you. It's too bad it's hazy today. But maybe the sun will eat it up. And this afternoon when I come down, I will do a shot just at the lake so you can enjoy that. So I think when I come down to do my walk, I will do a shot in the morning and a shot in the afternoon. Not the whole thing. I just wanted you to come on the trip with me. And if you're in the area, check me out and we can join this. So this is going to the lake. My very favorite spot. I had a lot of lovely meditative moments in here. I came across all sorts of so you see what I mean? When they tear up roads, they put these big bricks here, these big slabs of stone. So if you look, you can see this family. There's a beach up there. So I like coming on the stones like this. So we walk on the stones and you can see they're huge. See how big they are? And you can come right to the water's edge. So look at this. And you can slide in there. So there are people up there. They have a stroller, so there's a family. And this is part of the lake. What you see, that point, that's Darlington. And this is west, going towards downtown. And of course, this is south, going towards the United States. When it's clear, sometimes you can see the lights from Rochester, New York. And this is my favorite spot to hang out. And you can sit here and enjoy it. I'll take you to the tree. Let me see what is the best way to stretch my legs. Here I go. So it's still the lake. So these are in there. So you get to sit and listen to the water. Sometimes I tape the sounds. Depends on how beautiful it is. And I listen to them when I meditate. So there you go. So let's go to the tree. That tree has changed. And the area changes because the lake is like an ocean. It gives you all kinds of winds. And sometimes today it's really calm. So you can see the stones. It's quite clean. They've worked to keep it clean. You can see the bottom of the lake if you look at it. Can you hear the waves? So I'm standing in the water, kind of. You can hear the waves. Can you hear it? It's so beautiful. And here you go. So let's go to that tree. It changes. Some of the stones don't change, but the lake shifts them when it's angry. So some days you'll come here and you'll think that the lake is having a fight with somebody. Today the lake is quiet. It's calm. And one of the things we do when we come here, we pray the Lord is my shepherd. We were taught that when you go to the water's edge, you pray. And when you pray at the water, this is the tree, the famous tree. That tree could tell stories of us sitting underneath and on stones that are there. So we sit and we would just enjoy the listening to the water. And then there are days you come and the stones have shifted. And then it might take some logs. If you look, all these logs were brought up by the lake when it was angry. I think the lake doesn't like it when we throw stuff in there. So that's what it does. It comes up and it throws it back up. So you can see the moss. So that tells you how high the water will go. And the water will go all the way to the base. And all this, the black fabric that they use to keep the sand. So the lake tosses it back into the tree. But this particular spot, I remember meditating there. I came there to study on the weekend. I'd bring my book, some lunch, and I would sit there and study for the longest time. And we would go to the water and just have fun. So this is what I do at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I've been up now for 5.5 hours. So I have to go up and down this hill one more time. I'm going to stop and let you go and have fun. It might have been a little bit tough for you guys, but it was great. So now you know what I do and where I live and how close I am to the lake. Look at the Canada geese or the ducks. These are ducks in the water. I hope you could see them. But again, we're facing the sun because we're southeast right now. Okay, Have a wonderful day. I am going